Hi children, good morning to all. I am Srija. I hope you all are safe at home. As the circumstances are very different nowadays, let's cope up with the new methods of learning. Today, we are going to start our science lesson. Our first lesson is nutrition in plants. Warm welcome you all to our science class. In class 6, you learned that food is essential for all living organisms. Also, you learned the components of food as carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals. These components are called nutrients. Nutrients present in the food help the living organisms to build their bodies. You have seen that buildings are made up of bricks. Similarly, the bodies of living organisms are made of tiny units called cells. This is the structure of a cell which contains three main parts. The outermost boundary, which is called cell membrane. Inner to the cell membrane, we can see a jelly-like fluid which is called cytoplasm. Inner to that, there is a spherical structure. Most of the cells, it is centrally located, called as nucleus. This is the structure of a typical cell. Each cell has three main parts, which are cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Among the living organisms, plants can make their food by themselves. But animals, including human beings, cannot make their own food. The method of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body is called nutrition. There are mainly two types of nutrition: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. The first mode of nutrition in plants, autotrophic nutrition, in which organisms make food by themselves from simple substances. So they are called autotrophs. Auto means self, trophos means nourishment. So plants are self-nourishing organisms, so they are known as autotrophs. The second type of nutrition is heterotrophic nutrition, in which animals and some plants depending upon others for their food because they cannot make their own food. So they are called heterotrophs. Examples: animals, insectivorous plants, parasites, etc. Children, now you have many doubts like were the food factories of plants located? How do plants obtain raw materials? How do they transport? As a living being, we all require food. Where do your mother making food? Of course, we know that at kitchen. Same like in plants also there is a kitchen. They are leaves. So leaves are known as food factories of plants. You can observe the structure of a plant. In a plant, we can see underground roots. Above the ground, we can see the shoot system. In the shoot system, we can see stem, then leaves, flowers, fruits. Among these parts, some of the parts we can see greenish color. Especially leaves are more greenish than other parts. What is the reason? It is because of the presence of the green pigment called chlorophyll. Leaves have more presence of chlorophyll. Due to that, they can trap sunlight. With the help of that sunlight, they are combining the raw materials like carbon dioxide and water, preparing the food as in the form of carbohydrate. This is the food making process in plants. Because of the process of production of food, leaves are known as kitchen of the plant or food factories of plants. How do plants obtain raw materials from the surroundings? How do they transport these materials? As we know that the raw materials for photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight. The carbon dioxide is taken by leaves. The leaves have small pores on their epidermis. The tiny pores are known as stomata. This is the stomatal pore. This stomatal opening is controlled by guard cells which are present on either side of the stomatal pore, which help to close or open the stomatal pore. These two are guard cells. These two are guard cells which are controlling the opening and closing of stomata. Through these stomata, plants taking carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. Next, how do they get water? Roots already fixed the plant in the soil. So these roots are present in the soil, absorbing water from the soil and transport through the vessels in the stem. From stem it goes to leaves. So leaves getting all the requirements for their food preparation. After getting the carbon dioxide and water, the leaves are preparing food with the help of sunlight. So the process is known as photosynthesis. means synthesis of food in the presence of light. Photo means light. Students, the preparation of food in the presence of sunlight by using carbon dioxide and water is known as photosynthesis. Students, please observe the video. Here we can see the clear idea about the process of photosynthesis and how do they get the raw materials. From sunlight is coming, which is trapping by the chlorophyll in the leaves. Carbon dioxide from the surrounding also taken by the stomata. Water is taken by the roots, and these, with the help of these raw materials, plants preparing their food in the form of carbohydrate. Along with the carbohydrates, oxygen is also producing. The oxygen is they are releasing into the atmosphere. Besides leaves, photosynthesis also takes place in other green parts of the plant, in green stems and green branches. The desert plants have scale or spine-like leaves to reduce loss of water by transpiration. These plants have green stems which carry out photosynthesis. Dear students, let us revise today's topics. All organisms need food for growth and maintenance of their body. Green plants synthesize food for themselves by the process of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll, water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight are the essential requirements for the photosynthesis. Solar energy is absorbed by the chlorophyll present in leaves or plants. Oxygen produced during photosynthesis is utilized by living organisms for their survival. Dear students, now this is the time to wind up the session. The last part of our lesson is answer the following. Here I am giving some questions to answer. After reading the lesson, you all try to write this answer in your notebook. And also you have to draw the picture of photosynthesis which is given in the textbook and write the equation of photosynthesis. The questions are: what is nutrition? What is chlorophyll? Define the process of photosynthesis. What do you mean by autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition? And what is the role of leaf in photosynthesis? If you have any doubt in today's topics, you can call me personally. Thank you.